welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. I'm greeting you in the mighty name of Jesus. I would like to welcome you back to our YouTube channel. And today we are happy that you are alive. We are happy that you are in good health. For you, wherever you are, I pray that you're also in good health, and you are doing well. Today, before we start, I'd like to tell you that we've been reading the comments in the comment section, and we are asking that you have anything that you would like us to do differently. You can advise us what we can do and follow suit as per your request. So we are very happy that you've joined us, and as we wait for other people to join in, let's have some music. So, today, let's focus on giving it all to God. Because when I was just sitting with myself and trying to just try to think of things in your own life and the things that have been done by God to you, and then I was like, there was his name is Abraham in the Bible. You can all relate to this story. When he was being told to go and make a sacrifice, he did not have anything to sacrifice. No, he needed something to sacrifice, but he was instructed by God to go, and then God is going to provide for whatever that is going to sacrifice. And remember, when he was told this, he did not ask a question. He only followed what God told him, and he went out to the mountain where they were going to sacrifice. When he was going there, he went with his hand, and he also had workers because he was a rich man. He had people who took him there. And I can also remember that he had, of course, a knife and the rope to tie the sacrifice that was going to be given by God when he gets there. So, when he gets there, his son asked him, before he went to the place where the sacrifice was to start, he told the workers to remain behind. And then, I remember, before it gets there, he asked what he's going to sacrifice, and God said he's going to sacrifice his only son. You can remember, this was the only son that Abraham had, and he had taken a lot of years, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of waiting for him to get this son. But eventually God gave him a son in his old age. So then it comes a time when God tells you you're going to sacrifice your very own son. Your very own son that has taken a lot of time to get to be brought into your life. And of course, if something has taken a lot of time to come into your life, you've embraced it, and you'll not like it to go away. So when they go up on the mountain, God tells Isaac, asked him, Father, who is the sacrificial lamb? And then Abraham was like, God is going to provide, because he couldn't tell his son, it is you. That's very funny. He can't tell the son, it is you, I'm going to sacrifice. So they went up, and then he told the son, he laid the son on the altar, and then he took a knife. He put him on the altar and tied him with a rope and took a knife. As he was just about to put the knife on the son, remember, the only son, this is the last thing that you have. You sacrifice him, and he's gone, and you're back to where you were before. So when he was just about to put this knife on this baby, as a voice comes to him, and this is God telling him, stop, look behind, there's something. And he stops. Looking behind, there was a sheep, a lamb that God had prepared for Abraham, for him to do the sacrifice. So of course, he unties his son, and then tells the son to go down, and they take the sheep and they sacrifice it. So when I was reading this story, what came into my mind was, when we are looking for a job, it takes us a lot of a lot of stages. We go through a lot, and then we promise a lot to God before we get that job. Sometimes you're jobless, you don't have a job, and you have things that you need to take care of. And then you tell God, God, when I get this job, I promise to you that I'm gonna do this, this, and this. Sometimes we even promise God that if I get a job, I'm going to sacrifice my first salary all and give it to the church. Or I say, if I get a job, I'm going to be giving out my 10th, the tithe, which is the 10th of my salary. Because either way, now I don't have that money. So for example, if I'm going to get a job that is, I'm going to earn 15,000, or maybe let's say 20,000. If I say 20,000, I tell God, for every 20,000 that I'm going to get, I'll be sacrificing 2,000 and giving it as tithe. This is a promise that you've given to God. Remember, you don't even have, but God answers you and He gives you the 20,000. So, what do you do with the 2,000? Do you honor the promise that you had given to God? Or are you like, oh, I already got the job, so what? I have a lot of expenses to do. I have to pay my rent, I have to pay the car loan. Now you even got loans. Even to sacrifice this and give to my mother, I have to do this and you end up you don't have. What if we honor the promise that we give to God? And if we promised that we are going to give the tithe, the 10th to God, why can't we do this? And of course, in Malachi, He says, test me. This is God saying, this is not a human being saying. He says, test me, and I will open all the doors and the windows. I'm very sure if God decides to flood our lives, this mighty God that we serve, if He decides to flood our lives, you just be overwhelmed by whatever that is going to flood in your life. It doesn't have to be in terms of wealth. He can flood you with a lot of favor, meaning that in any place that you go, you just have favor. In whatever that you want, you just have the favor. You not be like the people who say, oh, it took me a lot of time to get this, it took me a lot of time to get the visa, it took me a lot of time to get the medical results, it took me a lot of time to for my womb to be blessed. You'll receive a lot of favor from the Lord because you have done as per the promise that you had with Him. Remember the God that we serve. In Kikuyu, in my Chinese language, we say, the God that we serve, tikahi, okay, tikahi. So for whatever thing that you tell Him, for sure He's going to listen to you and He is going to answer you as per what you've asked Him. And when He answers you, kindly don't forget the promise, and you'll see amazing things happening in your life. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for tuning in, and hope to see you again in our next series. Be blessed and good evening, and thank you. Bye-bye.